a screenshot of what happened.
Okay, I'll probably check it later. Okay, I'm live on YouTube, which is awesome. Okay, part 3, let's go. Day 1. Day 1 still, part 3.
Day 1, part 3.
Yeah, I heard this game has like 10 days, but you can beat it in like you can beat it in like 5, like half the time.
Yeah, you can beat it in 3. There are like I told you, like if you have like certain traits and like you take certain dialogue options, it kind of tells you the ending of the game too. Like it's like in a vague way, so you don't know until you do like get to that point. You know what I mean?
Okay, let me.
I'm not gonna tell you like how to get those dialogues because then it's a spoiler. But those exist, is what I'm saying.
Okay, I added you. Alright, so let's continue. The music is just super loud. Does it get quieter? I feel like it does, right? It has to.
Yeah, it's like peaking. Oh, right, you're about to do a boss fight. I mean, not the boss fight, a dialogue.
Oh,
you're gonna talk to the boss. You're gonna talk to the boss, not a boss fight.
Why is your... I'm confused why the audio, like the desktop audio, is like peaking. Filters. I don't have any filters on you. What the fuck? Okay, can you talk again?
Do you want me to just like keep talking, like saying?
Yeah, can you just keep talking? Just keep talking.
Yeah, so I'll just keep like yapping. So
okay, can you laugh? Can you laugh like really loud?
Say something funny.
Your mom. I don't know. I'm not funny.
Oh my god.
Okay. Cause like you're hella loud on my end. Let me turn you down. I think that might be it. I turned you down a little bit. Okay, can you talk?
Talking.
Okay,
Hello,
I think you're a little better. Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't know why it was, yeah, anyways, is speaking for a bit. Alright. We're just gonna do this. Oh, dude, I look so stupid. Oh my gosh. Wait, I don't want to go in yet until I can get all of the things. Hold up. You can't go down there? Why can't I go down there? Oh, I can't. Whale Fjordi. How do I get over there? I kind of want money. The money looks sweet. Okay, anyways. Okay, I remember going to this guy. I remember going to this guy before with our first run through.
But you see, Harry. You know, he's such a cool guy, you know? Just good vibes.
Wait, his pen just writes for him. Do you see that? What the fuck? Wait, that's crazy. What? Did not notice that about Kim. Sometimes he'll have like notes. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Taxidermy fish. Can I go past him? I can't. I have to talk to him.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind
No, stop! I can literally... This is so fucked up.
To see you.
What happened?
This literally looks like a guy I know. Oh my god, no.
Let's see if they give the same vibes.
Okay, but the guy I know is a communist, and I think this guy is supposed to be a capitalist, right? So like...
Well, he's the union boss.
I feel like he's is he the capitalist, or is like the gilf, the one with money?
The one with money is most definitely not communist.
So wait, is this guy the communist?
So do you want like the actual answer, or do you want to just talk to him?
I'm gonna talk to him, and then like I'm gonna be very sad.
And then if it's not clear, if it's not clear, you can ask me to clarify.
I'm gonna be actually really sad if this guy is a communist, because the guy that I know that is a communist looks exactly like this. Like he even has like
With great
the
effort,
eye.
he straightens himself up.
You know,
It
like
is
the
clear,
lazy
yet
eye, like
says nothing.
Oh.
He simply
We all have
stares at you.
eyes.
no, but this guy has a lazy eye. You can see, right? It's like, oh man, wait, that's I can literally smell him. He seems like he smells like alcohol, coffee, and cigarettes. Like this guy smells definitely.
With a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
Why does he sound like? I don't like him. I don't.
Well, you see, Harry.
I don't like him. Why does he sound like this?
And remember, you.
I can't. I really can't. Oh my god. He is making me want to be a capitalist because of how he sounds. Like, I can't.
I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
Why does he sound like this? I hate it.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Ooh, on my next run, I want to max out this one, because apparently, if you max out this one, it reads like a cop story, you know, like a dramatic cop story, and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to listen to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of like the police. That's what it means.
Like, fuck the police by all means, but like I kind of like just like the concept, I guess, of like police drama. You know, like the police period dramas. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the TV shows that you watch.
I know police dramas. I don't know about police period dramas.
Oh, it's kind of fun to watch, like just for funsies, but it's fucked up, right? Like you're like, oh, this is just for entertainment. If it was like for entertainment, yeah, I kind of want to listen.
Yeah, like no. I mean, what do you mean by police period drama?
You know, like the black and white period pieces, and like they have like what's it called? Cases, like lawyer cases, like catching the bad guy. You know, like that type of thing. Or you don't. You know what I'm talking? I don't know, like if you watch like the black and white movies with like the cop, like it's cop drama.
Like a noir. You're talking about noir films.
Yeah. I heard like if you get this, it like reads like
period
that.
drama. Usually, like period drama is like usually stuff from like 500 years ago, not like 80 years ago.
Oh yeah, so I'm talking about those films. Like I like the concept of it, but like where it comes from is a bad place. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm like...
well, like the history of like the police force in the U.S. is like, you know, it's organized militia to like round up black people. Yeah,
it's like fucked up. I understand that it's fucked up, but like the entertainment value, it's so hard. It's like I want to enjoy this piece of entertainment, but acknowledge that, bro, like the history of it is fucked up, is what I want to do. Anyways.
Yeah.
I'm thinking too hard about it. I'm just like, I just want to enjoy this. I just want to enjoy...
No, it's fine. Just like partake in propaganda every now and then. As long as you like, you know, acknowledge it. Like
yeah, it's like acknowledging like the faults of it and like, hey, this is fucked up, but if it's for entertainment, like purposes, like, yeah, like you can just indulge a little bit. You know?
Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff?
Dubois.
You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Wait, why are we Mr. Dubois? I thought we were... Is that our last name? I thought we were H something.
HDB?
Oh, that's us! Wait,
HDB?
why does he know us? Why does he know us?
HDB? is that what you're thinking of?
I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, Let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
I kind of don't want to take a seat. I don't sit. It's not kind of. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit near him. I don't want. This chair looks so fucking nasty. You know? I don't sit.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
He nods as his multiple chins move like ocean waves. Bro, he's meant to be like a shitty character. Like,
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
fine, I'll take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh my god. Oh, it's challenging. Oh, the chair.
Oh, by the way, I heard you.
Yeah,
got a rather
I love
interesting
describing this
from
interaction as a boss fight.
Lawrence Gart.
Because
Some
you're
people
fighting
have no
against
manners,
the chair.
It pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
Oh, did he give us money?
It should be sufficient to cover
He's
your
trying to
expenses for a
bribe
few
you.
days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
No, I'm not gonna take it.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun,
Hi, Tyler.
lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
You lost your gun.
When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
I don't know how he's... Can you make that voice? He's gonna be alright. I don't know how to do that. Wait. How do you...
I have a couple of friends who do like a really good Everard voice.
Wait, is it like
And they
natural?
do it all the time in call.
Is it natural?
it's really annoying.
Wait, but like, is it natural? Like they actually speak like that, or like
No,
it's just for
they
fun?
they just do it. Like whenever like a topic comes up where like we make fun of like kind of like tankies or something, or just like something like if they see just like a piece of like a tweet that is kind of unhinged, they read it in this voice too.
My day went a little well due to evacuation because of a gas leak. I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad your day went better because of that, and I hope no one got hurt.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
The chair is killing you. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, see, it's a boss fight, right?
Bro, no. Okay, I might as well just try it, right? I might as well just try it.
Who does this think you are? Ronnie the Rookie? You ain't worried about no lost gun.
Did it, you
or
did it.
unfound
Wait,
gun or
wait.
forgotten name. You're the
You miss 100%
bad
of the shots you don't take.
You're probably
Wait, that's actually insane! Yo, I got 2 6s! Wait, what the fuck? Okay, that's actually... But then I'll lose, like, the fucking easy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so... Wait, that's it? Wait, is this sink deep into your chair? Okay.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
This fighter... Nice chair, by the way, Chuckle. Oh, we're so suave. What the fuck? Ew.
Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Alright, good night. We're gonna continue playing this game. Okay, wait. Dignity.
Two households, both alike in dignity and fair Verona.
I'm not saying I'm corrupt. I'm rational. Oh.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a law man. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one. Now quick, keep the momentum up. Ask questions. Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
I don't know what to do. Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Am I going to ask? Hell, Harry. You spin-kicked my strongest man in the face. I saw it from my window. Would you ask a man like that how he got into your container yard? Don't worry, Harry. Between you and me, I'm not a huge fan of his race thing. But the Union did not get where we are today by frowning on eccentricity. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it. What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
The reaction appears to be sincere, but it's impossible to tell with this guy, honestly.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
He's hiding his real reaction beneath courtesy.
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
That's how we find her name! He finally calls us Harry!
Yeah. It's us.
Oh,
Harry.
of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me. But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry? Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about. A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly. Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you. Of course, Harry, I understand. But if that's the case, I don't think we'll ever find your gun. Even worse, we won't be able to speak like equals about the murder. Perhaps this was just bad timing for you. Know that you can always come back to me. I really hope you do. For your sake, my sake, and for your gun's sake too.
Yes, we both understand what you meant.
This may be the only way, he thinks. I won't hold it against you. In fact, we probably should reconsider later.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here. Yes, we're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you shouldn't work with her just because you and I are such good friends. I'm not a jealous guy. What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go. He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
How do we know this? How do we know this? What the fuck? How do we know this? What?
We were told this.
We were? Do I just...
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call
Oh.
someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm
Joyce
beginning to
told
think
us.
you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator. Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was. Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
It is rather interesting to tell people things about each other, isn't it? It was nice telling him about her right now. This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Huh?
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage. Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Harry! I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you, we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands. Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry. My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
This translates into, haha, you guys are so corrupt.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
I don't know if I want that. Can read shipping folders before? This cannot be retried.
Ooh, you gotta make a
As you
decision.
look at the folder, Everard covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau, not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man, so is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on. Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white union man. Take care, Harry.
Oh. Report back to Joyce. Okay. How do I get out of here? What the heck? I'm so confused. How do I get out? Oh, that way.
Just
Okay.
go down. Just go down. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to think right now.
Yeah, take time to digest that interaction because he's a bit of a character.
Oh, auto save. Can I get up there?
The file cabinet stands to the drawer. So
Okay. I gotta go back to Joyce. Wait, but I kind of want to get that money, that random money. I don't know if this is the right way to get it. Oh, dang it. It's in this way. Ah. Welcome to Joyce.
You're back.
Joyce.
Good. What can I help you with?
Wait, do I have? I want to ask her for some money.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? It doesn't really matter, and I do apologize for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation?
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality. I am sure you understand.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I trust you with the rest. Now it's my turn. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands.
the words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor as an insurance measure. They called it my security detail. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer.
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric or a joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenel, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was
Oh my
drunk and
God.
separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched
Oh my
last Sunday
god.
night.
Oh my god. That's...
Nothing.
Yep.
Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenel contractors carry out their orders, for now. It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
Hey guys, I'm building... Encyclopedia.
Fucking actually ass build.
I feel like I'm stupid, so I have to build the encyclopedia because he's so fucking smart. Calls upon your knowledge and produces fascinating trivia. And like, he just... For cool thinkers, historians, and trivia freaks. Oh! I didn't... Oh!
What?
Suggestions. Diplomats, charters, and sociopaths. Sane people. Well-adjusted cops. Oh, I don't think volition is me. Oh my god. High-strung investigator. Oh my god, I didn't even realize this. Hi, Mimi. How are you? Let's shout out V Mimi 33. Hello, plushie. Oh, how was your raid in Final Fantasy? Oh, Mimi. How are you? I'm running Inland Empire, which basically makes you a schizophrenic who talks to a lamppost, but the lamppost will also say, I will ask the gardener a question if I were you. Prog. Good prog today, not so good with Mahjong though. That's okay, you win some, you lose some. Hope you have a wonderful night. If you need to raid and run, please get some sleep, because I know it's pretty late where you are right now. Oh, Mimi. Oh, every time I think of Mimi, I think we had some sort of, like, not Galentine's, but a gal pal type of situation with, like, Jackbox. I would love to have a girl date, like a girls collab with you one day. That would be nice. Anyways. Wait, why is you currently playing this game too? I didn't realize that. I think I wanted to go with Inland Empire one day, but I don't
Inland
know.
Empire is one of my favorites. It's so good. It's
I think
very
we played it. We played a lot of Psyche, but I don't think I'm ready for this type of run yet. You know, like the Psyche run, because I think I need to know more about the world from the encyclopedia lens. Every other week I try to run Disco. How long does Disco Elysium take to play?
a good amount.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Oh. I have to say that's not disco. Boy, oh boy, that's not good. Is that not good?
It was the Union who strung him from that tree. My hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before Crenell indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put,
Wait, fun fact, if you have 0 perception, rooms won't have doors. How do you get out? How do you get out of the room then?
if you
There's
don't
no
pin this
door.
on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
Is it just like a hallway then? Like a little empty place?
There's no door. There's nothing stopping you from getting out.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean? Huh? Wait, what does that mean? Like, will they have no door, or and they still like a little hole?
Hold it.
It's just a hole, no door. Oh, okay.
The Debarders have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
She has a tit cup. Why does
Have you ever seen a hornet
that?
invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty.
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours.
That's so funny.
These men work in tandem using semi and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all.
The muzzle loaders need to be reloaded after every 1 or 2 shots. The automatics every 1 or 2 minutes.
As I said, a bloodbath. Many bleak scenarios have already come true. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizens' militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation. Not much. Their public resume is relatively good, as far as private military contractors go. I believe they were once called Downwell. They boast a long list of clients: Saint-Baptiste, Welchman-Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however. The operations concerned all take place in third or fourth world countries.
What's a fourth
Guarding
world
facilities, escort missions and such.
country? Where's the encyclopedia? What's a fourth world country? Fourth world country refers to a term to describe most underdeveloped, poverty-stricken, and marginalized regions in the world. What's an example?
The U.S.
Fifth world countries are small-scaling farms, forage societies having little resources to exploit and little to offer trades with others. Many desert areas. Fourth world country. Ah, I see. I feel like a lot of people like to shit on the U.S., but like, we have a lot of things. We do have a lot of things. I would not say we're first world though. Maybe second world. Maybe second world.
I mean, it's also a term that is like depreciated. Like, people tend not to use that term anymore in general.
How is India a third world country? What? I don't believe that. What? How? What? That's crazy.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zones.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors, Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands, countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct on their soil. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. Now that I do, I don't have the resources. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is charged with coordinating law enforcement activities in complex multinational investigations.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, ma'am?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I was prepared to deal with the RCM. I did not think I'd be dealing with a group like Crenell. I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. Until they do, it's all on us.
She's being truthful. She is pressing them as hard as she can.
Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify by it. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit. This seems to be the accepted story around Martinez.
The lieutenant consults his notebook, his eyebrows knitted in concentration.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching. Where did it take place? And when?
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk, maybe on narcotics too. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted a woman. Sometime later, a group of dock workers got their hands on him.
Bro, what if we're this person who sexually assaulted the woman?
That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said, it's a rumor. About
We've
a
been in town
rumor.
for like 3 days.
In any case, it's what the colonel's remaining colleagues believe.
Wait, where's this coming from?
I don't know. What if we have multiple personalities and then that was one of our personalities? You know, like, I don't know what's happening.
But she's not saying it's like a confusion on who did the sexual assaulting. They're saying that the guy did it.
I'm just saying. Like, it could be us. He could be the bad guy.
If you mean did I see him alive? Yes. But I did not know him. Lely, his service
Yeah,
name.
I just
Slightly.
didn't follow. I'm not
Wouldn't
following
divulge his full
your
name.
line of thought. You know.
Only one of them did. A bad sign if there ever was one. One is a man, Corty, they call him, a nickname as well. The other a woman, Phyllis DePaul. Corty is the gunner, I believe. DePaul is a radio operator.
What would you say was his eye color, the deceased's?
She closes her eyes, trying to picture the man's face, then shakes her head.
I can't remember.
The lieutenant was testing her, asking a small detail first to see if she knew him better than she let on. She passed.
That's all right, man. Anything else? Nationality? What would you say was his age?
He was 40. Or 50. It's hard to say which. He had a combat injury on his lower jaw. It made it difficult to estimate his age, or gauge his facial expressions.
What else? Nationality? Accent?
He was, Occidental, I think. Light brown hair, a mixed accent. Elysium, maybe. His injury gave him an accent all his own. In a way, it was humanizing. He had to learn to speak through it. Through the injury. That's all I know, I guess. I only met him once. They've gone to ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I'll be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved.
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbor gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
That may be so. I still hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe, the situation at the gate is a powder keg. Does this not bother you?
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant. But my hands are tied. How would my employer react if it appeared I were intervening on behalf of the Union?
Your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the peace.
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it's practically inaccessible.
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an earpiece?
Heavens no. I'm not an undercover agent. There's a shortwave at the ship's wheel. I hope I can answer it better. Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page, as grim as it may be. Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob, and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. If there is anything else I can help you with, please ask.
Voila!
Yay! 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 Yay!
You
Of
good?
course. How much do you need?
I ain't gonna ask for exactly how much I need.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She's just gonna give us
She
money! Yay!
removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Yay! We got money! I'm so happy. Thank you, Joyce.
There must be about 200 real in that zip bag. Maybe a little less. Plus some change at the bottom.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
That is 100% a bribe.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries? You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective. Excuse me for implying otherwise.
The RCM does not pick sides in this. I hope it doesn't come off any other way.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
The money you gave me, that would make things weird if I shared.
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see, even when it comes to trade secrets.
Came to watch you because Mula won't talk to me? What does that even mean?
Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage. Even if they did, it would be fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling. He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions.
I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else? Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
I'm sorry, Kim.
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Try work, the case at hand. It can work miracles. Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers. That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs.
Oh, Hall, I got
Even
money
you
from
know
her.
this.
I got money from her. We're not sleeping on the streets today.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? What do you want to know? No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the union rarely overplays its hand, as it appears to have done in this case. Strike, coup, revolution, it's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taking form.
I'm really, really sorry.
Politics is habit-forming and hazardous. It is also irrelevant to police work. You're right to doubt the impulse. It might be detrimental to our task here.
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Good.
We're
I don't
back.
think we have
Good.
no more things.
What can I help you with?
I don't think she has any more information for us. Let's see.
What we...
There was a touch of discomfort there. She nods. She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Weird, which is...
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything.
Of course, Detective.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I was like, hi, Genovik. It's better than last week, I'd say. Welcome back to Martinez, Fuka. How are you doing? Doing a little better.
A sturdy metal. This could be a way into the apartment building the smoking man vanished into.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
I like making Kim do everything.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
Good. We had enough problems with bums and drunks and thieves loitering in the hallway. You have no business here.
You can't think of anything convincing. Time for some police brutality.
No!
Yeah, we love to hear it.
Ma'am, if you don't open this door, I'm going to introduce you to a lateral vestibular neck restraint and it's going to hurt.
No, you're not.
You don't scare me, punk. I may
Oh,
be
I
an
have
old
two.
woman, but I can still take the likes of you.
Awesome.
What do you mean, poor Kim? Okay, I honestly make Kim do everything because I'm too shy to do it. I'm like, Kim, can you do this? And he's like, all right. And I'm like, thank you. I can't believe we actually got money from the lady. She gave us the money. She actually gave us the money. Okay, should we spend? Can you imagine just spending the rest of our money? We have to spend it on a night here, so yeah, no, that's not happening. I'm gonna see if I can what's it called? Get the money up here. He's a safe bet when you gotta make sure something competent is said. Yeah, I don't think I'm a competent cop at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Just get the answers out of them. Just be a human can opener.
Oh yeah, was it not supposed to? Oh, well, you know what? It's fine. Money, money. Yeah, I think I have to take something. Is it this? Ambule of ammonia? Do I take it? Or do I just... Okay.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated
Oh
to
my
that
god.
corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Active decay. It's okay.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
The The ammonia only makes it worse. The combination forces tears into your ducts. You manage to keep it in once. The second time...
Are we
not
barfing
so
again?
When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Volumetric compressor.
I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, you feel the lieutenant pack your back
I've seen
rhythmically.
strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough odds here. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Do it without me. I can't just keep it. I can't keep it down.
No. This is a two-man assignment because it needs 2 officers to complete. I need your help. You need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now.
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
Do I just internalize this? I have to get internalized.
Can't you see I'm throwing rocks? Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
I hate these kids. I love these kids.
I don't know. Some fucking... Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing...
Get lost,
Oh?
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
He can't do that, Kuno! He's trying to fuck at you again!
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? It's a vitamin pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig!
Yeah.
Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel
Yeah, ride the lightning.
Oh, that. Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Yeah, Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, live, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer.
Okay.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Well played. No one saw that coming.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno's Kuno pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield. Kuno, primal, violent.
Kuno sounds like you call a rabbit dog.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Shut him down. Physical instrument. Oh, I don't wanna. Don't punch him. It's a bad idea.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno! No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
Oh my god!
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late! Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should've, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Do we have any more questions?
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Back down from Kuno. Figure out what's going on with Kid.
No, don't spoil her. Don't spoiler the Kuno interactions.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher. It's faster, faster, faster.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. Yes, and it's critical. Look at yourself. You're practically devolving into a fish. Dude, you need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium. Yes, if you want to live, you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system. Volumetric ship compressor.
Yeah, there we go.
Bizarre scientific news from Revachol West today, where a police officer's shit has been observed at a pressure of around 495 gigadecimals. These metallic hydrogen levels of shit togetherness were thought to exist only at the center of collapsing stars, not law officials. It remains to be seen how long the shit singularity lasts.
Yay! Okay, it tells me to go get some mat. I think these kids are annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But I do feel bad for Kuno because it's implied that he's abused regularly, and it just explains their behavior. Like, it's just a bad feeling. Like, ugh.
I mean, there's more interactions with the kids, and it's pretty well written. So.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste pharmaceutic.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something. Okay, here.
Baptiste.
Do I have to do it again? Wait, inspect.
What are you doing?
Field morale.
Hello?
Yeah, what am I doing? I'm trying to get the body down.
Oh,
It just feels bad, you know? You're just like, dang, this is such a sad
There
situation.
he still is, looking right
For
through
what?
you
the
with his
dead
white
guy?
eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to the ha ha ha. Again, every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up
This
now.
is like the third
All
time I
that's left
barf.
is crying and convulsing dryly
Fuck.
at the same time.
Just cry!
Little black bubbles pop on the corpse's lips. Decay liquid, like tar. It's like he's gurgling.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing side tasks.
Relax. It's okay if you don't make it today. The bloated corpse isn't going anywhere.
Oh, I have to go talk. Who else can I talk to really quickly to gain EXP? Oh, it's locked.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the... This button looks...
Huh. This button looks new.
Okay.
It's probably not connected yet.
Silence. No one answers your call. Nothing happens after silence. Silence. You hear static from the intercom speaker.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally meet again.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves. Another.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. You wait for a minute. You ring. All you hear, you ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair. An off-key melody.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid game.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't call here again.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Okay, I don't know if I can get any more EXP. Who else can I call? Or talk to?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly. This would make quite a statement in your living room.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet-talk you into buying trash.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures.
You can buy
which
this.
has adjusted its morphological
should
field.
buy-
The
buy
light became
stuff.
suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
The boom
Did you pay for the room?
Look well
Not
loved
yet.
and well traveled. Chipped, dented. They stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music. Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it,
yeah.
or something.
I'll buy it.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
It's 50 cents, I got it.
I used to be very serious about my Franco-Nigerian nights.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
This is what the loyalists looked like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Oh, did I not change the stream? Oh,
Some pork and then disco?
One of the tag.
Yeah. Chill Cozy Valorant?
Yeah. I was playing Valorant before playing Disco.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe.
This set...
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Empty cassette tape. Oh.
The front of this quarterly journal features a large satirical portrait of the late King Friso, From the sides of his head, a pair of white antlers spread to the corners of the cover.
Is Valorant what you did for the co-work? No, I didn't. I was doing work.
Because white antlers are one of the symbols of communism. They represent a society in accord with the natural world and at the same time above it. Because Friesel was incompetent, foolish, and cruel. In short, the embodiment of everything the communards wished to overthrow. It's satire, you see.
What kind of work? I was just doing spreadsheet work again. I had to finish something up for work. I just didn't have time today. Today was just so busy. Oh, I don't even want to think about today. That's why I'm having a beer, to calm down, because I was literally like just screaming to my pillow today. You ever have those days where you're just like, ugh? I had that day today.
To your disappointment, there aren't any full-color pictures to direct your attention. Just column after column of closely set text, interrupted occasionally by little doodles in black and white. After rifling the pages with your thumb several times, you return to the table of contents. The magazine is divided into several sections: international development, Kunst und Kultur, and local concerns. Just inside the cover, there's also an editor's note.
Fuka on a date with a spreadsheet. Like, honestly, that's most of my work. I make a lot of instructional binders. I do a lot of spreadsheeting and tracking and just a lot of HR stuff, like making emails, scheduling calendar. Yeah, it's a lot. I just want to scream about all of the responsibilities I have. But it is what it is. I use sweets to starve off the stress. Booze makes me want to vomit. Oh, I want to be a sugar fiend, but I feel like booze relaxes me. When I drink, it just calms me. I know that's a weird thing, but I am calm. I am calm.
Comrade, as you know, this journal takes its name from Mazov's immortal expression, Du cristal a la fumée. This was his way of describing the way the rigid, crystalline structures of capitalist ideology turn to smoke under communism. But, like the structures of capitalist ideology, we too are at risk of going a la fumée. Unlike many publications which are content to spoon-feed their readers reassuring drivel, La Fumée is committed to telling the radical truth, even when that truth may drive away potential subscribers. Only 4 issues in, and it sounds like they've already alienated their readership. So please, if you value our radical Mazovian perspective on contemporary politics, culture, and international affairs, please consider subscribing today. Yours in struggle, the editors.
What do you expect? It was laying around the office of the Debarders Union. They're probably bankrolling the thing.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
Okay, are you interested in the 4-star banners from Infinity? Yes, I am. I'm probably gonna spend my money on it. Like, I'm gonna get paid in a couple of days, so I know it's really silly, but it's the little things. Infinity Nikki really makes me happy, so I will pay for it, right? I like dressing up my Nikki, and that is that. But yeah, I will be paying for it. Oh well. I'm kind of sad though. I wanted to play more Infinity Nikki content, and I just haven't gotten a chance to go through the firework aisle. So so sad, so sad.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bear wrestling. Flip back to that.
No. Yeah.
It seems to be part of a new public fitness initiative in the People's Republic of Samara, SRV, devised and promoted by none other than President Kanajinsky himself.
Am I saying your name? Dynamic? I keep calling you Genomic. Dynamic. The thing is, right? Like, I just have this calendar already, and I've given some dates to Moon, and it's a thing that me and Moon are doing, so I want to be, like, getting at least one day in of Disco Elysium. I also have to finish up Outer Wilds, and I haven't been able to play because I literally only have like 3 days a week to play. So yeah, this week no Outer Wilds either, but next week I'll have Outer Wilds and Disco, and then maybe on Wednesday I will have some Nikki time. Understandable. Geo. Okay, like the thing is, like.
Oh wait, there might be one Thursday that I might not be available.
Is it
I
the
still gotta figure
20th?
out which one. I don't know.
I'm not available on the 20th. Like, I scheduled you in on the 16th of February, so that's Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah.
I can't be home this Sunday.
Okay, then I'll just do Outer Wilds. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm incapable of being inside the house.
Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, so the thing is, I have to schedule all my streams, like, in advance, because by the end of the day, I have so much decision fatigue, so I'm like, okay, I have to do this, right? Like, it's just easier for me to be told what to do, rather than, like, planning what to do, I don't know, or, like, thinking of what to do, so...
No, yeah, like, it's super normal.
It's not that normal for some people. It is not that normal for some, which is surprising to me, but yeah.
Like, well, like, it's fine, like, I'm not that kind of person, but, like, I know a lot of people like that, so, like, I think it's super normal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
According to this extremely credulous account, Uncle Sport, as he's affectionately known to his people, has recently decreed bear wrestling the national sport of the SRV. Based on the description in this article, he appears to be an extremely competent and democratically elected president. Sapormat Sport Kanazinski is well into his third decade as president of the SRV. Outside Samara, he's known for
That's
three
$2,000.
things: brutal repression of internal dissent, monumental corruption, and a near pathological obsession with physical fitness. It's quite straightforward. A standard match features one man, or in some cases woman, against one bear. 2 competitors, 1 ring, 5 rounds, or until incapacitation. According to the SRV's Ministry of Information, the program has been a tremendous success. Public support stands at 87%, and youth obesity and alcoholism rates are down 12% and 7% respectively. This is the SRV we're talking about. If you think those are the real numbers, there's probably a guy who wants to sell you a bridge in La Shirt. Precisely. For too long, drink has been a scourge to the working class, and President Kanajinsky is deeply committed to supplying the people with more wholesome entertainments.
The Samaran People's Republic? No, I should expect not. Why do you ask? I suppose that would be something to see.
You flip back to the front of the magazine.
I have to get out of here. I was just noticing the... Oh, no, I think that's the background noise of... Oh! Should I have talked to the guy? Maybe I should have talked to the guy. Oh!
We should think about calling it a day, maybe. The nights are still miserably cold this time of year. You should take care of that, then. I'll also take a room at the Whirling. One cannot get much closer to the crime scene.
I don't want to think that because Harry, his voice doesn't match his face. I wish he was hotter. What? Like, bro, like if this is Harry's voice, I don't want it.
The face of King Freecell smiles at you.
No,
For some
no,
reason,
no, no.
the smile now strikes you as more forced than it did before.
No, I don't want to. Don't do that. That's okay.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with
No idea
articles declaring
what you mean.
unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
He just has this like deep growl, right? I don't want him to be Harry. Harry is a little no. I would expect Harry to have like a French accent, like, you know, because like everyone else in this town sort of has an accent. So I'm like, no, but he sounds so, you know.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbor red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta. Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Damn communists should have killed all. Oh my god, that's so sad. If it weren't for Wild Pines, all those moochers. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, say what you really feel.
Oh my god, charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. I think that's facts, bro. I actually think charging rent is insane.
I mean, I genuinely think things that human beings require to be alive shouldn't cost money. Like water, housing, and healthcare. You know what I mean? Like those should be for-profit businesses.
Healthcare should not be for profit, but I understand why it is. You know, because like people study for years to be doctors and they should be rewarded for it. But at the extent it is with like inflation in America, it's ridiculous, right? Like, so I see what you're saying. Yes, it should be attainable, but we should reward like our doctors. We should pay them.
Yeah. But like not at the cost of people's lives.
Well, okay, this is a hot take. It's just like natural selection. People would have been dead otherwise. That's my dark take. It's like, bro. It is what it is. Such is life. I get it though. It's really hard when, you know, a family member or you're going through like a tough time and you need like healthcare, right? Like it should be attainable. It should not be at the prices that America has, because American healthcare is so fucking insane to me, right? Whereas if you go to Japan, right, their healthcare is, you know, they still get a living wage. Like doctors get a living wage, nurses get a living wage, but it's also like cheap. Not cheap, but like affordable. So healthcare should be affordable, not like, I don't think it should be completely free. OPE am new here. Hello. I agree. Insurance companies need to be axed. I fucking hate what insurance companies have done to the American healthcare system. I went full capitalist in this game for the means. Capitalist ho. But hello, OP, welcome. My name is Fukuhire. Thank you so much for the follow. This is Moon, and we are playing Disco Elysium. It's just because, like, in America, and having friends that are healthcare workers, they're literally abused. Like, they have to take way more patients than they can handle, right? And they do get paid, but not enough for the shit that they deal with. Like, they deal with so much shit. So I have a lot of empathy, and I think they should be rewarded either monetarily or like more than what they are getting currently. But it's ridiculous how expensive like medicine is. Oh my god, without insurance.
So like, I do want to point out the difference in when I say like I think healthcare should be a human right. That like I'm not saying healthcare workers should not be paid.
But how would you do that, right? Like in a perfect society, like yes, but like, you know, there's not like, as the capitalists say, right? Like there's no such thing as a free lunch. So like in my like maybe pea-side brain, it's like it's a nice thing to have, but how would you implement it, right? It's like unrealistic.
Well, like yeah, like that's just keep playing the game.
I'm just saying.
No, like I know. I don't think this stream is like the place to have this conversation.
We're just having a conversation. Are you trying to like, you can say your opinion. If you don't,
No. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, there's no fish today. I'm sorry.
What set is this?
Yeah, another thing though is like, I do have a perspective of being an American, and like, you know, I've had to pay out of pocket for medical services, right? And like, I've avoided going to the doctor because of how fucking expensive it is. So, I feel like in America, like we have a different perspective when it comes to health, because it's so fucked up here. It's so fucked up, and like it's insane to me when you go to like places like Japan and you can just like, hi, I need to go to get a checkup, and they don't have to go through like insurance companies. It's just like, okay, yeah, we'll take you in. I'm like, what the fuck? Huh? I agree with you, Gio. It's hard not to bring up socioeconomics, politics, and racism while playing this game. And
yeah,
like,
it's just because like I just like it would just take a really long time, just because like when we discuss like this kind of stuff, it's we have like, you come at it from a perspective of like capitalism is the only system that is going to work, right?
well, I never said that, right? I just said
no,
that.
but like it's in the sense that just like it's like the implication is that like capitalism as a model is like the one that we should like follow, right?
But I never said that, right? I just said that like we need to reward our healthcare workers, right, for what they're doing, because what they're doing is insane.
Yeah.
If they're doing that level of work, right? Like what I'm saying, right? What really
like,
needs to change?
At no point,
What really
at
needs
no
to
point
change?
am I saying at no point am I saying like we should not pay, you know.
Yeah, but what really needs to change is the whole system, right? Like what system that America has is ridiculous, with the insurance companies like being the middleman. We need to get rid of that, and we need to get rid of all of these fucking laws and like lobbies, right? Like that's why like these strikes, right, and these lobbyists that we have, right, are kind of dangerous, because we have these fucking like unions, bro. Because we have these unions and laws on top of laws and all of this shit in America, like, oh my god, it's just a web of things. I have to get a full knee replacement last minute, like a week before my surgery. They canceled my insurance, demanding $2,100 before they'll even touch me. God, I'm so sorry, Ope. Like it's really the insurance companies that are the bad guys, right? Like no one is arguing that healthcare workers need more support, right? But fuck insurance companies. Like what do they really do? What do they fucking really do? You're fully on the ball with this. I'm so sorry. Like, it just pisses me off because, like, one, I have friends in the healthcare line, right? They're risking their lives every fucking day. They literally, like, you literally low-key have to be insane to be in this, like, the front lines, because they deal with so much bullshit, right? On top of that, they're dealing with social and political matters, right? And not getting paid for that. Pharmaceutical, oh my god, don't even get me started on that. But I want a disclaimer, like, I'm ranting about this because it's purely like my opinion and like emotions driving it. It's not necessarily like a logical argument, right? So like, if you guys don't agree with me, it's okay. I'm just biased because I have friends in the healthcare like field, and it really hurts me because I have so much empathy for them to hear them come home after a really long day, rant about their day, and tell me all about the politics, the little things that happen in their lives, and like all they want to do is like make make a living, right? Help people, but they have to deal with all of this other bullshit. Haha, Vibes, though. Absolutely entitled to your own opinion, homie. Yeah, and everyone else is entitled to your own opinion. So if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. Like, I accept your opinion. Like, I'm just telling you I'm coming from an opinion from, you know, I'm American, right? We've all, in America, you deal with these insurance companies, and it's ridiculous. You know, it's so ridiculous. Oh, this is another thing, because maybe I have like a salty wound. It's so ridiculous that if you are to like go to the ER for something, right? You don't get a itemized bill. You have to demand it, right? Like you have to be like,
oh, they give you the big number, right? They're
yeah,
just
they
like,
give
hey,
you the
pay
big number.
21K, and you're like, what the fuck do you mean pay 21K?
And you have to advocate for yourself. Like, where the fuck is this 21K? You know what I'm talking about? And that to me is fucked up. You're already fucking hurt. You're sick. It's just taking advantage of like the sick people. So it's not the healthcare workers, right? It's the fucking insurance company. They need to go.
I don't think anyone is blaming healthcare workers at any point.
I just have to like disclaim that, because when we talk about healthcare, right? Immediately the frontline people who we think of is healthcare workers, right? So like I feel like when we have this discourse, right, we always have to be like, no, we thank our healthcare workers, we love our nurses, we love our doctors, but fuck you, accountant, fuck you, Hannah in accounting, right? Fuck you, right? Give me an itemized bill. Insurance is a scam. Exactly. Yeah, fuck this, sis. I'm sorry. I'm so mad because I had to also like yell at fucking Hannah from accounting. Like, where the fuck is my itemized bill? And another thing that grinds my gears, guys. Another thing. This gets me so angry though, is that you have to be a bitch. You have to be a fucking bitch to people. You know how there's people like ranting online like, why are people so mean about this, right? I'm just trying to do my job. And then it's just like, you have to be a fucking Karen to get all of these things. Like, you have to make it over dramatic to get your deductible. You have to be like, doctor, I'm dying, to get a fucking appointment. Like, American healthcare system is so fucked up. It's so fucked up. But back to my point is like, there has to be a better way. And like, I don't know what a good way is, but it just makes me mad.
So like it's like this is my belief, right? Like, I believe that like healthcare should be a human right? And as like a society, as a community, right? It's something we subsidize. So like in the form of taxes or whatever, like in the system that we're in, it's something that as a community we provide for the ones who like have difficulty providing for themselves.
That is so, that's a beautiful idea. That's so beautiful, right? Like, ideally, yes, but people are fucking selfish. I've met people who are like, no, like if I like have to pay, what's it called? I've met elitists. You know, the fucking elitists.
Yeah. No, I know there are people like that.
Healthcare?
And I'm just saying like their opinion should not be like it's like just take them their money anyway. Like it's out of their taxes, right? Like
Canada
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
Bro, but like I hear so much bad things about Canadian healthcare too. It's like not all rainbows and sunshine. So it's like,
well, Canadian healthcare is because like you get killed by bureaucracy. You just wait in line for like 10 years for anything to happen because you don't get backbreaking debt. You just like die before you see a doctor.
Which is insane. So like, it's like, these ideas are beautiful. Like, I'm not arguing that, but like implementation, right? It's so fucking difficult because humans are shitty, humans are selfish, and like.
Well, like the thing is, right, is most European countries have what I described, like not completely like written off by taxes, but like a good chunk of it, right? And it's really just the US that has like the system where it's like fucking die by insurance.
You know what else is a beautiful concept? Communism. Oh, that's so funny. I agree with the European like outlook on life. I really like the philosophy. You live to live and work to live but not live to work. I think that's what I saw And that's just so beautiful, right? Like you're just like, yes, 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 yes. So like, yes, go Europe, do that. But in America, like it's, you're just a cog in the wheel.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's like I think like the concept of communism. It's also like communism is not supposed to last.
I feel like communism works in smaller societies. Like
Yeah,
America
like,
would not apply
so-
to America because we're too big.
Well, yeah. So communism is fine if you're like a village, right? But it's also, as a system, is supposed to be transitionary. It's not supposed to be the end all be all system. It's like communism is a thing to help into another system, like out of capitalism. And so like if you linger in it will decay the same way like capitalism is decaying, because like infinite profits is unsustainable. It doesn't exist.
Capitalism is made to work in the generosity of the wealth, through the generosity of the wealthy. Taxes take their incentive away. Bro, like, someone did the math for the taxes, the tax brackets, and like the taxes in America. My country is like fucked. The US is fucked, but you know, I'm just living through it. Oh my god. Let's just existential crisis together. And again, this is a disclaimer. Like, you don't, if you want to tune out, and if you don't agree, that's okay. We can agree to disagree, and you can put your thoughts in the chat. No one is being attacked. No one is being shamed for what they think. I really think that like this game, Disco Elysium, really forces you to think about like all of these beautiful thoughts, these politics and stuff, right? And then come to terms with your own reality. And I think I'm playing from a perspective of, hey, I am truly affected, like whether I like it or not, by the American like way of doing things, right? I am so, when I read this as an American, and it makes me question like, holy shit, I've been brought up in a bubble, right? In a bubble in California. And there is so much more I have not seen. There are so many more societies I have not seen. So yeah.
Well, I think like a good like you know, something that like I just want to point out is that just like the idea of like subsidizing healthcare was so foreign to you, like in the sense that like your immediate reaction is that's nice, but that can't work. Is when it works in like a bunch of countries already is,
I think because it works in
like emblematic.
It works in other countries because like one, there's a culture behind that, right? Like people have that mentality, and I'm really stuck in my American ways, like my American thinking, because I just know how it's gonna play out, right? Where I live and with the mentality that Americans have.
Yeah, and like that's why like, you know, like when I say like, you know, like healthcare should be a human right. Like it's not like, oh, this is like a thing we need to put into action tomorrow. It's that's just like, I'm like, people like a human right should be like, you know, stuff that like lets you live, right?
Yeah, for me,
it's why it's like a should. It's not like, hey, this is like an immediately actionable thing that we gotta like, you know, rip up the system tomorrow.
It's so hard for me not to like think about actionable stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like how I think you think of bigger picture and you're like, yeah, like this, you know, this is what it should be and this is the end goal. But like living paycheck to paycheck, right? Like coming from somebody who has a perspective of, I used to live paycheck to paycheck, right? So I have to just look at what is right ahead, right? So when I think of like these bigger concepts, it's very hard for me sometimes to see the end goal and to see the bigger picture because I'm so stuck in a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see this big picture, but I can only see zoomed in. Like let's say like I zoom in on Kim right now, I can only see his yellow jacket. That's the perspective that I have. And if I were to open my little pea-sized brain, I would probably see like Harry's like glove. That's where I'm at. Hopefully,
yeah. Like, I mean, I'm still living paycheck to paycheck currently. Like,
That's
It's
okay. Okay, but you're okay. So I hope fires aren't affecting you. I'm not from SoCal. I'm from NorCal. Dude, he's gonna make the rich richer. We need people to recognize that the class they are in. The issue with us Americans is they view themselves as failed billionaires instead of the working people. That is so fucking true. Wait, Sibley, that is such a quote. Socialism is cool, but it only works, but it's pretty anti-freedom. Moon Coffee. You can, I don't know. Proton, you can donate to Moon. I don't know where.
I don't have a copy.
You can do his PayPal or something. He does PayPal. Hi, yet Pepto. Kim, my beloved. Yes, he's awesome. Okay, sorry. I know I sound very passionate about this. I just feel like not a lot of people like talking about politics because it makes them feel uncomfortable. Well, and then, like, sorry?
Also, like, the middle class is just something that's made up to keep people complacent.
Yeah, Pepto-Bismol. Oh, Pepto-Bismol. Yes. 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 I feel like a lot of people stray away from these conversations, and people feel like they need to be, everyone needs to be in agreement, right? But, like, something that blew my mind was, like, many realities can exist all at once. So what I'm saying can be true for me and my perspective. It really depends on where you're zoomed in on the bigger picture, right? So everyone's reality can be true all at once because we live in this beautiful painting right now. So you might be this fucking window right here. You might be here, right? And what you see outdoors is true, and I might be like this tree over here. So yeah, I don't want you guys to like feel like you guys can't talk about politics, but do it in like a respectful, like, what's that word? In a how do I say this? I don't remember the word. There's a word for it. Like, don't spread propaganda, like, you know, but like just do it in a not factual either, but like a respectful way. I think respectful, cordial way. Don't talk down on people who think a certain way, because I think that their truth comes from some, you know, whatever perspective that they have, except for when they're being hateful. When you're being hateful to anything, like, no. We have to have open minds.
Like, I think like we were talking about this last time, right? It's like, I think like it's fine to have political differences, like in opinion, right? Like, I think that's perfectly fine. But like if the difference in like your particular outlook is you're like, I believe a group of people should be persecuted because of who they are, I'm like, that's not so hot.
Yeah, so we're not racist here, but we're definitely classist here. Just kidding.
It's an unamenable difference.
It's a complex topic that media has done a fantastic job of convincing people it's black and white, and that everyone who disagrees with you is the devil. It's so hard. I agree. Wait, is it not like, I think we're classist here. We're definitely classist here. We're not racist, but we're definitely classist. Hi, Marnie. Hello.
So it's sorted. It's my full collection.
Okay, anyways, this all started with like, charging rent.
8,000.
I actually agree with this. Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Like, that's fucked up. That is so fucked up, because animals, do they fucking pay rent? No, they don't. They just live however.
Another thing with the issue with like just how housing works is that like, you know, people are like, oh, we don't have enough housing. And it's like, no, we don't have enough affordable housing, right? Is the issue. We have like way more places to live than we have people. It's just they're all empty because they're all so fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all for speculation.
We should be allowed to live in tents on public land. Well, animals don't own land for free. Okay, but then, oh my god, I am gonna get so much heat for this. I'm gonna get so much fucking heat for this. So I believe that in America, there needs to be a balanced ecosystem of Karens and, like, I don't want to call them hippies, like hipsters, right? We need the hipsters and Karens to keep each population in check. We cannot have too many Karens, but we cannot have too many hippy dippy like hipsters. But like I believe like yes, we should live on public land for free, but please take care of it, right? Like my biggest issue with like yeah, oh my god, like oh, we're gonna get into different topics. It's just like yes, people can live on this land. They deserve to live on it for either an affordable price or like for free, but you have to be a steward of the land. You have to take care of it and ownership of it. I don't care how healthcare can be a human right when there's no limit to the number of people in society. Just numbers wise, how would it work unless each person provides the worth of their needs? But that's hard, right? Like there's a difference between equality and being equitable, right? Like I think that's the key like concept. I get what you're saying, Jake. I totally like I hear you. But like some people are like not able-bodied, right? And they can't work.
That's why like when I described it, I used the word subsidize. I didn't like say like oh like everyone's like providing their equal bits.
It should be like a percentage wise, right? Like I think like we should, if we all pay like 10%, right? Like for healthcare, that would make the most sense. And then
like even if I like this is my personal opinion, right? Like even if I hate someone to death, right? Like as a community, I'm like we should still provide them healthcare, regardless of like like how much I like them or not. Like it's, and I think like that's how you kind of be a community, and it's how we grew as a species. Is that sense of community.
Yeah, but also like if you didn't fit in, they'd kick you out, right? We were fucked up. Like humans are fucked up. If you didn't fit the mold, you'd be just, hey, get out of our castle. How much work would require to get everyone healthcare? I think the main thing is like if everyone can just pay a percentage. I think if we do it percentage wise, right? Like because everyone provides value. I think everyone does provide value. Some people provide more value than others, and that's okay. For the price of one house in Canada, you can buy one real castle in Europe. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's insane.
I mean, like that depends on like where the house is and where the castle is.
That's crazy. Jake, I feel like it's one of those like half empty, half full type of things. Like and maybe like you're right. Maybe you're right that you have a negative outlook on society and humans, because we do need those type of people who see the glass half empty. Like your opinion is not invalid, right? I hear you. Like I can see why you're saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like we do need the negative like hey, or like the other side. Like a house on the boonies. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, castles? I want to live in a castle.
House in the boonies is like like what, like 750k? You can probably get a European castle for like 200k.
Yeah, but anyways, like I think it's really important that we stop and talk about this, because that is the intention of this game, I think. Like to just, hey, like think about yourself. Think about where you're at, right? That's mental. Okay. Anyways, let's I agree about the charging rent for some to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Wouldn't it be better if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation? Does that mean like the pricing can be better?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly.
I don't.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I love how one simple question caused a 30-minute... What's that word? Diatribe. What's a diatribe? Encyclopedia! What's a diatribe?
Diatribe. Well, like a diatribe, like in this context, it's just like kind of like a discussion, like a long discussion, like on the side, basically.
You guys are so educated. Hi, Fluffy. Good night. Oh, Yasumi, I build a house and I have debt. I feel like back in the day, it was just so much easier, right? To like, I genuinely believe that if you take care of the property, if you take care of the land, right, you should be allowed to live there for free. Because like, we as a society have valued so much like convenience, and we're destroying our land, we're destroying our dirt, especially in America. Oh my gosh, like I could go on for days about like what commercialized farming has done to our fucking soil, right? Like, and it's no blame to the farmers, it's just blame to like, you know, capitalism and what we value as a society. But if you genuinely are living off the land, taking what you can take and helping, like, you know, being a fucking Disney princess and helping like the critters and organisms, like you should live there for free because you're putting in the work. I rent the house and that pays off the rest. I build house. I have debt. I rent out the house. That pays out. Bring back multi-generational housing to the West. Bro, we'd have to. I don't want to have like 6 children though. That's too much work. It's too much work.
Like I think I do like agree with the idea that, like, you know, if you kind of like have a goal to work hard for like better living conditions, like you should be rewarded for that, right? But also, like, I feel like there's like a minimum where we should kind of like a safety net for people. Like if you know, something goes wrong, you know, a lot of people are just like 2 bad months out from living in the streets, you know?
Yeah, and then a capitalist like Graham Stephan, or like what was his name, Dave Ramsey, would say it's because of people not being able to control their finances, right? Oh, you can't get your finances together. You buy too much fucking coffee. They would say that, right? But I agree with you that like there needs to be a safety net, especially since.
Like,
sorry.
You know, yeah, like it's you know, like it's like, yeah, like, you know, like if we're talking about housing, like I think housing is like way too expensive, but like it's like I think the idea that like if you want like more space or you want like more convenient space, like you work hard for it and you achieve that. I think that's great and all, that's fine. But I think like at a bare minimum, we should at least like have some place where someone can be safe, like, and have a place to like sleep, right?
Yeah.
Because like I think that, like if you want people to reintegrate into society too, right? Like after, like, you know, they have a bad year, they have a bad few months, they have a bad few years, right? They need to have some modicum of safety before they can even begin, you know, reintegrating.
But like
providing.
So the people that I encounter, and I don't want to say it's like multiple people, I think like if you are not doing well, you do want to rehabilitate and re-enter society. It's the 0.01% that really freak me out, in the sense that like they don't care. They don't want to be accepted back into society, right? And that, I think we need, as a human, I think we need services to like help them.
Yeah.
In California, there are 5 families living in one house. It's pretty awesome. My 1-bedroom apartment in Oregon that is 700 square feet is $1,700 a month without utilities. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Wait, Fluffy, that's actually pretty good. 1 bedroom? Oh my god, that's so cheap. That's so cheap. Remember when America used to have dust storms because we forgot how to rotate crops and it ruined the land? But we're actively ruining American soil, right? Because we keep pumping like nitrogen. Oh my god, I can go on and on about this, but like there's just so many really bad like agricultural practices, and I'm just like, I think a book that I recently read was wait, where is it? Where the fuck is it? I have it. Is Braiding Sweetgrass, and it's written by like an indigenous author, and I if you guys like books, I suggest that you read it, because it's written by an indigenous author, and she talks about like being stewards of the land and taking care of the land, and like having ownership of it, in the sense that like, hey, this is your land that you have been entrusted to keep. you know, nature will live on without you, like with or without you. So please take care of the land. And like abundance is like achievable if we follow the rules. But yeah, dude, how much is everyone's rent? How much is everyone's rent right now in the chat? Drop that number. Wait, 2-bedroom apartment, 500 to 700?
Brother, do you want to guess how much, like, because you know my living condition, right? Do you know how much the rent is for a place like mine?
You don't have to drop it if you're not comfortable. I'm just like asking.
No.
people.
Yeah. Well, do you want to know how much? Like,
I would say for your place it'd be around $5,000.
US?
Yeah, $5,000 USD.
No, it's not that much. It's not that much.
Oh.
It's probably around 30.
30.
Oh, like, yeah, like 3K.
Dude, okay, bro. I shouldn't be laughing at this, but like $3,000 is so good. What the fuck?
I don't live anywhere near downtown.
$3,000, but like for your view and the accommodations nearby, like $3K is pretty good. And
yeah, no, but the thing is, I'm not close to the city, like to like the main hubs.
Yeah, bro. I was we'll call her Bird. We'll call her Bird. She lives in the city. She fucking lives in the city. And she was like, we were hanging out one day, right? And
yeah. Go,
yeah, no. Yeah, we're hanging out.
I'll tell you rent like of like a place downtown, and I'll give you like roughly like how big.
Yeah,
it is.
and then she was saying like, how expensive rent prices were, and like she didn't want to like out herself, right? But like, yeah, her dad rolls up in like a really expensive car, and you could just to pick her up. She could have went on the train. She could have went home via train, but her dad picks her up, right? To go into the city, right? To drop her off and make sure that she's safe in town. But we are already in the city. We're near the convention center. So like just that level of rich, I'm like, holy shit, like it must be in $5,000. $5,000 at least.
Yeah. So place downtown, right? Where my friend lives?
Yeah.
And so they locked in their rent like 5 years ago. So it's actually higher now if they had to like find a new place, right?
Mm-hmm.
In an area that people don't like to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on West Hastings, right? And if you know, you know. About half the size of my living room is their whole apartment. It is 2.3K a month.
2.3K.
Canadian.
Well, they're downtown.
Yeah.
All I can say is like,
see what I mean? It's a huge difference, right?
Yeah. Not owning a place in this economy is a debuff. Actually, Proton, like, I won't. I feel like
I think you're fucked either way. I
feel like I want to. This is like another tangent we're gonna go on, right? Like, I kind of want to rent for like a good portion of my life because like I can't deal with maintenance. Like, I get it. We should not have to pay for the land that we are living in, but if we're paying for the maintenance, like I get it. Yeah, if that's what we're paying for. I thought Canada was supposed to be cool. Dude, West Hastings is awful. What the fuck? It's literally worse than Compton in California. I don't understand.
Did you watch that the fucking YouTuber who like is like, hey, I went to the city where all drugs are legal because that shit's propaganda.
I provide food for my family and help care for the house. Maintenance do be expensive. Wait, what were you saying?
Oh, there was well, because like West Hastings is also really long. But yeah, West Hastings is a really, really long street.
Oh, you asked us. So you pay with work. And I think that's what it should be. I don't want to call you an indentured servant, right? I don't want that. But I think, like, work should be rewarded with something, and it shouldn't necessarily be money. I'm tired of money. I'm tired of fucking money, dude.
See, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Canada is cool, as in freezing. Yes.
Well, not specifically here.
Why does West Hastings have 2 Michelin star restaurants? Like, what the fuck is that contract? Fluffy, were you paying attention in class? That's what capitalism does. Late stage capitalism. It's work for people for who birthed me. It's just right. Aw, that's so sweet. That should be. I love that you have a good relationship with your parents.
No, but yeah, like honestly, just like renting and owning is like actually like cooked regardless, right? Because like if you're renting, you're paying like what, like honestly, like if you're in a bigger city, like it's fucking like 2K to 2 to 5K, right, a month. Like if you're living in a bigger city, right? And then like if you own a place in a bigger city, like your mortgage is gonna be the exact same. You're fucking, and like just like 2 bad months, you're gonna be on that shit's gonna fucking overlap. That's just you're so cooked.
I remember when I was driving around in my Oregon plate cars and a guy was smoking crack right next to my car. I told my friend if he wants to roll down the window so we can get some crack. Fluffy, I fear for you. I feel like your energy is giving off like you're gonna fuck around and find out one day, and I don't want that for you. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. You're literally like fuck around and find out energy. Like if you, oh my god, please don't fucking find out. Please don't fucking find out. Oh my god, let's all pray. Let's all pray for our good friend Fluffy here. Oh my god, that stresses me out. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
It takes a moment.
Play this game.
But gradually, it dawns on you that Kunst und Kultur must mean arts and culture.
We bought our homes in the 90s, less than 6 digits. Now homes in my neighborhood sell for 3 to 4 million. Owning and having a mortgage is just as bad as renting. Hall, I agree. That's why I don't think I'll ever be a buyer.
Well, like here's the thing too, right? If you miss 2 months of rent, you get evicted, right? You miss 2 months of mortgage, you're fucking cooked. You're so fucking cooked.
Yeah, oof. It's a tough life out there,
The stakes
guys.
have never been higher.
It's a tough life out there, guys. Like but if you need to partake in capitalism, get your bank however you need to. There's no judgment. What's the difference? There's Proton. I think having a mortgage and like not being able to pay the mortgage, you have to file for bankruptcy. And that's horrible. That's horrible for your credit. After that, like if you have shitty credit, you can't rent anywhere. You're fucked.
Yeah.
And you have to do everything under the table. And if you do everything under the table, you don't have rights. And I've seen people get into like really fucked up situations because of that. That's not how shit works anyway, everywhere. Bro, Proton, I'm telling you, America, like, will...
Oh, it's giga fucked.
America will change you. So if I say something that doesn't make sense, right? Like, and Moon is like, what the fuck? It's because America. That's
well,
my
like,
only thing.
it's also like it's also like the American dream, like, you know, like the classic, like in the movies from like all those years ago, right? Like of like, oh, like you can like work your way up. It's like everything in the system is built to prevent you from doing that.
But you know, and if you look at it as a system, there are the select few, right? They pick a couple. It's like a winning the lottery almost, right?
Yeah, and then they can point at them and go like, "See, look, it's possible."
They pick
and then everyone goes, "Well, that could be me next." And it's like, "No, it can't, buddy."
It's literally a lottery system. Who gets lucky enough to like climb the ladder, and it's all sorts of fucked. But you know, such is life. You can only control what you can control. It's only
Did you see my latest tweet?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm like
Go
reading
look at it
chat.
real quick.
Okay. I remember driving. Oh wait, no, that's it. I just want to live in a van down by the river, watching cute VTubers like Fuka. Oh, Fluffy. But I'm scared. Do you have a gun? Are you strapped, Fluffy? Like, oh my God, you need to have a gun if you're gonna be living like in your van.
Fucking US pilled over here.
Well, okay, I understand like the need to have a gun because it's like, what's it called? It's like a historical cultural thing. Like back in the day, because America is vast. America is fucking like huge. I want to just reiterate how huge America is, and it comes from like the culture of like you own a farm and you have to protect your quote unquote land, right? Like I get it. Yes, yeah, I would be scared. And Moon, as much as I want to be like, dude, humans are hella nice. If Fluffy was on the road by himself, like I would want him to have like something to protect himself from
yeah, I'm just
burglars.
saying it's just like just like a lot of times it's like most places other than the US, it's kind of hard to even just get a gun.
Yeah, no, but okay, so I was watching a bunch of like YouTube videos about like, you know, Japanese people going to America for the first time. And they're like, why the fuck is there so many weird people here?
Yeah.
And then like they start getting it, like why like we're so like hardcore about like our fucking guns and like stuff like that. I would personally never own a gun, but if I was in Fluffy shoes, right, like on the road by myself, like living in parking lots, right, yeah, I would want to be strapped because, bro, it's I've seen fucked up shit. Like growing up where I've grown up, like it's all sorts of fucked up. Like if you've never been robbed at gunpoint, then you don't understand where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying? If your house has never been broken into like that, like, oh man, it's a tough life here. We so big you could fit the entirety of the UK in Texas. Yeah, your public
I have been
safety
mugged,
is negative.
Not a gunpoint, but I have been mugged.
See, like
with a weapon.
The fact that you could be mugged not at gunpoint, like at other countries, makes me feel like, okay, right, you don't need a fucking gun because the standard is a knife, right? The standard is a knife. But if the standard is a gun, right, like in America, you're fucked. You can't outrun a gun. I own a Glock. Pew 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 pew. But gun beats. No, we're not taking that energy. You're not taking that energy. No. Yeah, but I can see why, like, the rest of my scariest nightmares are ones where I'm half awake, like sleep paralysis, and I'm convinced that people have broken into my apartment. You better run faster than my bullets, bro. You better run. Wait. All the other kids with the dude.
You fucking hit us with the fucking SNSD, brother.
Yeah, I was like, run, devil, run. No, the wrong shit. Okay, Okay, so I think this conversation is wonderful in the sense that like you can definitely tell how American I am, and I'm gonna be unapologetically American. It's just my experience, my lived experience as an American. But I'm not gonna tell other societies how to do their shit, right? Like I'm personally like anti-gun. I don't like the idea of like everyone's able to own a gun or have access to guns. But it is what it is, and you gotta protect yourself. You gotta protect your shit, okay? Yeah.
I just don't like the aesthetic of guns.
You don't like the aesthetic of guns? So do you like, what's your favorite weapon? Like a bow and arrow?
Favorite, like aesthetically?
Yeah. Go back to swords. I agree.
It's I mean it's the guandao, obviously.
Is that the spear or like the one with the?
It's a polearm.
Polearm.
It's like a spear, yeah, but it's like a blade at the end. Like it's kind of like a saber at the end.
I like how Fuka talks about guns when this girl got 2 guns when she flexes. I've never seen the muscle gains, Fuka. Wait, what? Are you talking about my arms? I feel the same way. I don't own one myself. and I don't own one myself either, but like in the area that I used to live in, like I feel like this is definitely me doxing myself, but I used to live in a really, really bad area, right? Like, and whenever I say my hometown, there's so much stigma that comes from it. There's just like, oh, Fuka, you're from this, right? You're from this? You're from... I hate it when people call me ghetto. I hate it when people look down on me for coming from like this area of town. And like, but I understand where this like need for a gun is. I understand. I do have 2 arm guns though. Compton. Alt. When I lived in Vegas, I had 2 handguns and 4 rifles because it was funny and legal for some reason. An M7 grenade launcher? What the fuck did you do? That's excessive.
So like a grenade launcher is definitely not a self-defense firearm. I'm hot take, I know, but I don't think a grenade launcher is a self-defense firearm.
Started from the bottom, now you're still at the bottom. Yeah, I'll just become a famous streamer so I can buy a house. I think one of my pipe dreams is to like get famous enough to buy a streamer house, and then we can all live in harmony.
Oh.
Grenade launchers are legal? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel like grenade launchers.
That's actually insane. That's so fucking crazy.
Like hot take, I don't think grenade launcher should be in the hands of civilians, but like fuck it, who gives a shit at this point?
Dude, Fluffy, I'm scared for you, bro. I'm so scared. That's insane. Fuka's pipe dream is for her boy toy to pull up in a Rolls Royce and hand her a Birkin bag. Yeah. For sure, for sure. I want to be a sugar baby.
Why they decided to title this one section Invalda is beyond you. As you leaf through this section, you come across several reviews of recent radio plays, as well as a brief artist spotlight featuring a local artist identified only as CS.
Is it Kuno?
The main feature, though, is a long essay titled Tip Top Tournée, a critical Mazovian perspective. The Tip Top Tournée is an inter-Isolari racing series, mostly known for its high speeds, ludicrous sponsorship deals, and high death toll. In Revachol, it's held quadrennially on the prestigious Zero Carousel racing circuit.
If any my streamer close friends lived near me, I'd room with them since I have 2 bedrooms, streamer apartment. Okay, if I ever actually had like a streamer apartment or a streamer house, I wouldn't want to live there because I enjoy my personal space.
Fuka's in their landlord era.
I can't. I'd have to live like in an in-law unit. I can't like live with people because like I get anxious when I have to be perceived. I don't know. Do you guys have that issue when you're like perceived and you can't do anything? So like I have this really big thing where if I'm doing something, I need to be completely alone. And I struggle with that a lot when I lived with people. Like I couldn't do anything unless it was late at night when some people didn't look at me.
I can't work if someone's in the same room as me.
I agree with that. So like it's streamer house sounds nice, but like also
well, it's like, also like you know my work. I just don't like the concept of just doing like what I do for work like with someone in the same room is just weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. Some people are into that.
No, I think some people are fine with it. It's just like for me, it's weird, right? Like I'm just like I don't want to be doing this with you like sitting next to me.
That's a fair boundary to have. Who needs?
I also
sorry.
I'm also like someone who's like I'm most comfortable like wearing as little clothing as possible.
Oh yeah, you're
so like
usually in your
living with
boxes.
people is like yeah. So like
yeah.
living with people, it's like oh damn, I gotta put clothes on, I guess.
Who needs a nade launcher when you can build yourself a potato cannon for 20
that kills
bucks?
people.
That's so true. Fluffy, maybe you get a potato cannon. Hi, Unknown Forces. Not us talking about fucking, okay, we just literally like talked so much about politics, and in one of my rules is like no politics.
Yeah, this is the chill and cozy part of the stream.
Yeah. Wait, but okay, do you guys feel it's like stressful to talk about politics or like argue your case? I feel like it's not stressful to talk, but it's stressful to like have to defend what you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like when someone calls you out for like, why do you believe in this? And like sometimes I just don't feel like engaging.
Well, it's like I think like when you have like a conversation about it, it's like within the first 10 minutes, you can kind of get a vibe for whether or not it's a conversation or if it's if it's an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not trying to argue with people, but most people when I talk to them, they want to argue. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they want to be
Yeah, like it's
"Why do you
not a
believe in this?"
conversation.
Yeah, why do you want to believe in this? But that sounds stupid. You know, like that's the majority of like my experience with talking about these topics. But I think it's pretty cozy in the sense where like if you do talk about politics and you just speak your truth with what you've experienced, that can be cozy. I love hearing what people have to say about their experiences with engaging in like the systems and in with society, right? That is political. Your job is also political. Like what profession you choose to take is a political statement in a sense, right? So like
Well, the thing is, existing as a human being is inherently political. Whether you like want to engage with politics or not, just existing is inherently political.
yeah, and my biggest thing is like you don't have to defend. You don't have to defend who you are. Just come as you are and like just speak your truth. No one's gonna judge you here, unless you are racist. If your class is okay, whatever. We can talk about that. I feel like it's really bothersome to talk anything political related with friends because I try to keep my point of view to myself since I differ from most. True, I hate people who say that they aren't political because it never affects with them. Humans are a human-made concept. I love talking about politics. I hate talking about politics to someone against me with earplugs in. I fear not like engaging. It's fair not to feel like engaging. I only engage with whether a person is moldable or not. I mean, I have a potato cannon. When I moved to Oregon, I sold all my firearms. Now I have a Glock meow. Wait, you have a flamethrower? Wait, how is that boring? What? Fluffy is saying he has a flamethrower. What the fuck? I remember my ex telling me during her what?
Boring company. Like the name of the company is boring. It's
Wait, what?
like boring isn't an adjective, it's a proper noun.
Oh! Wait, Fluffy, you support Mr. Musk? You support Eli? It's okay. Top 10 anime betrayals. We can get over it. She couldn't have locked the door or even closed the door most of the time. Why? Wait, why couldn't she lock her door? That's fucked up. If I have kids, I'm gonna make sure. Well, okay, no. I don't know if I. Yes, that's hard. That's so hard. Wait.
It's a hard one. It is a hard one.
Fuck. If you have kids, would you let them lock their door? That's my biggest fear.
That's for like the thing is like I think like I have to let them lock their doors.
I am too scared of teen suicide. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to have to break down the door and find my child dead. I think I have like that fear.
I am of the firm belief that the freedom to lock your door gives a child a lot of sense of control over their living space that provides like a sense of security that like I think I need to allow them that freedom.
That is fair. See, I get that. Maybe if I lived in a safer place like Japan or like Canada even. I feel like Canada, I should check the children's mental health like statistics there.
Yeah. Like it's I think for me it's like if like I you know like I would want to have like easy access to them, right? Like and like probably like I'd have like a key to their like room if like I really needed too, right? But like, I would definitely want to give them the freedom to make that decision, so they at least feel some control of their own space within the household.
Close them. Yes, I would not. My parents gave me a lot of freedom. I think I'm better off. Fluffy is going to tell their kid it's dinner time and there will be a sock on the door. If I have kids, I'm putting a special lock that's color word coded. If they're jerking it, make sure to the lock is pink. Bro, I don't want to know that my child is jerking off, right? Like that's, dude, like
You can tell. You can tell.
I don't
Like,
want that.
yeah, even if you don't want to know, you'll be able to tell.
Nah, locked doors isn't something I would let slide, but close is fine. I don't know. I agree with the close thing. It's because, like, what if my kid has issues waking up and I have to be like, wake up, you know? A kid's room should be their safe space. If you respected their privacy by knocking and respecting their right to refuse locks aren't necessary. Oh, yeah, you're right, Hall. I agree. Oh.
See, like, I want to agree with that. I do want to agree with that, but it's just like I'm someone who gets a sense of security like when I lock a door, right? Like it more as a symbolic gesture more than just like you know, like as a barrier of entry. It's more just like a peace of mind thing for me personally, which is why I'm like, yeah, like it's something that like if they want to do, I'll let them do it, right?
I'm gonna be the dad that shouts when my kids' friends come over. My child, stop jerking, you have friends here. Oh, I'm mortified. Knocking is the bare minimum. Okay. Anyways, you guys are gonna be great parents. Yes.
This so-called artist spotlight is really just a brief Q&A, made all the briefer by the subject's evident hostility to her interviewer. You think you're settling in for a relaxing recap of the most recent season, maybe sprinkled with some nice anecdotes about a few of the more colorful drivers. Instead, you find yourself skimming a 10,000-word feature about all the politically problematic aspects of Tip Top Tourney. Where to even start? For one, there's the crass commercialism of its sponsorships, and then there's the practically criminal emphasis on deadly motor crashes. So, all of it, basically.
Dude, oh my god. I get stressed out about like just having a kid, right? Cuz I don't want to fuck them up. I'm going to make my kid eat veggies. Bro, like what fucks it up is like school lunches and like the fact that like, you know, kids will be kids and share food all the time. And I just know that if I like have a kid, my kid is just gonna acquire a taste for sugar. My only thing is if they lock, it'll be if they have those knobs with a simple twist turn keyless locks. Sounds like my kind of sport. I was supposed to sleep. I'm going to reheat the entire sourdough and eat while I'm watching Cute Shark and Friends. Go to sleep. I missed Red Baron elongated pizza that was reheated in a plastic wrapper in a school oven. Oh my god, that hasn't been cleaned since 1978. That's how they got its flavor. I actually like the deep dish pizzas. Dude, school lunch pizzas were always my favorite, but it's so fucking unhealthy for you. High school, I'd almost get a pizza, bag of fries, a big cookie, and that fill that with. Bro, what is that like? Bro, that's like the classic American like lunch. Pizza, it's always fucking pizza. I don't know why it's pizza. It's pizza.
It's super scalable.
It's just pizza.
Yeah, it's just like pizza is probably one of the easiest things to like have like a large scale of.
It's so sad. My school, bro. Okay, wait. Did I ever tell you? So, when I was in high school, right? Like we had to have taken like a healthy option because, who's Barack Obama's? Michelle Obama? Is it Michelle? Michelle was like, we're gonna make American schools healthy, so you had to take a fucking like fruit or vegetable, right? And like, we fucking hated vegetables, so we took it and we like trashed them. Right? Because we couldn't put it back. We had to take one. and like one of the tomatoes fell out right of the garbage can, and there were just a bunch of tomato plants growing from the garbage. Oh, I love high school. I love America. Well seasoned, yeah. Pizza is considered a vegetable in California. High school, I never ate lunch, so I would go all day without eating and then go to football practice. Unknown forces, that's really bad for you. What the fuck? Did you go home and eat? I was a genius putting on hot fries in the cookie bag to make warm cookies. To warm the cookie and make it melty. Did you not have access to like a microwave? Were there not like microwaves at school or like a teacher that you could ask to microwave your shit? Like what? I always gambled with the art teachers and used my winnings to buy a Domino's pizza at lunch. I hate that there's only sugar-free shit in the vending machines because what? Because of her, huh? Oh, because of Michelle. I only ate when I got home. What did you eat? Hi, Ken. Hello there, Mizumi. How are you? I hope your day is going well. We're talking about school lunches. Hey, Moon, what did you eat for school lunch? Was it more balanced?
Do you really want to know?
I mean, like, do you want to share your you don't have to share your background, but
Sure.
like, Moon is not from America.
On Fridays we had cheese platter for the appetizer bar. We had a salad bar for every meal. You have two options. You have like the normal like main course, which would be either like pasta, like like some kind of like carb based like main dish. If you had allergies or you couldn't have like the protein source or just weren't a fan, there was a side thing where you could get like pescatarian type food or vegetarian options. On Wednesdays we would get chocolate souffle for dessert. And yeah, like it's three courses per meal. And on Sundays it's brunch.
You guys got school lunches? Yeah. Let's see. We had a decent.
I got school breakfast and school dinners too.
Bro, oh my god. Okay, I was always embarrassed. Okay, I don't know if you guys had this experience. I was always fucking embarrassed to get school breakfast. I was so fucking embarrassed, right? Because you would only get breakfast if you were poor, right? It was literally like, if you were low income, right, you could go eat breakfast. And it was like kind of like a sign that you were like not well off, right? And like it was just always so fucking embarrassing to have to get breakfast at school because my parents couldn't afford to feed me. It was that is something.
Yeah. If you're low income, take zinc supplements.
I'm on Adderall all day, so I'm never hungry. I ate whatever I had at home, usually rice paired with something. Oh, that's so good. What the fuck fancy shit you go to? Did you have to pay for these at school, Moon? I stayed away from school breakfast because I knew they gave you the shit, so I'd rather not. We got breakfast and lunch in middle school. Broton, so like, did you get like lunch at all in high school, or did you have to bring your own? Yeah, so I was so embarrassed. Like, by the time I was in high school, I never got school breakfast because I didn't want to be poor. Like, I didn't want to be the poor kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I went to this school that, like, there's a bunch of, like, richer kids or well-off kids, and they're, like, the smartest of the smart kids, right? And I was just, like, this fucking dumbass kid, fucking poor. Didn't I tell you I got a scholarship because I was, like, the top 3 students that were poor? Or no, I was the top, I don't know. How do I say this? I was the poorest student, the top poorest students. There were 3 students who got a scholarship, right? Because we were so fucking poor. And I was one of them.
During the time when I was in high school, it's probably okay, that's not true. When I was in primary school was like when my family was the most comfortable. In high school was already like when they were starting to decline, right? But like during high school time period, I'm like 99% sure I was the poorest person in the school, and at the very minimum in my year, you know.
It's
And
so
like you've heard about my classmates, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's you.
I get it. Like you were like also a bottom feeder in a way, and it's so fucking
Well,
embarrassing.
for me it's not, right, because it's just like for me because like it's like a lot of the times it's like, you know, like my friends would like go out and they'd be like, yeah, you know, let's go get some bottles and let's go to the club, and I'm like, I just can't afford to.
No, okay, dude, the
afford
shit
it.
I used to say because I didn't want to be that person because, like, you know, money is a touchy subject. I would have to lie to my friends, like, oh, I don't like this restaurant. So, like, there was a time where, like, we were going out somewhere, and then they're like, oh, Fuka, come over, right? Like, we should go hang out at the mall and do this. And then I would just say, oh, I don't like eating this, right? So, like, I think it was, like, Chipotle, right? Like, I would just say I still don't like Chipotle. It does taste like soap. But let's say it is Chipotle or In-N-Out, right? Like it's just like, oh, I don't like hamburgers, or oh, I don't like fries from McDonald's. Like I'd have to lie. Ah! Good night, Hall. Good luck with work. So we ate at the store the same thing every day. Isn't that ironic? I'd say by senior year, we had our license so we can go off campus to get food. We had high school lunches, but I got sick of it after a year because it was the same week after week. I wish we had In-N-Out in my state. Come to California!
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, whenever my friends are like, yo, let's go hang out on the weekend, and I'm like, can I afford to hang out with my friends? Because like they would drop probably on average for like a Saturday night minimum like 400 or 500 USD.
I can't, dude. That's too expensive. How?
Yeah, I'm like,
how do they afford that? Is it like their job?
Brother, they're just fucking, their family just has more money than sense.
That's crazy. I will never go to Cali for longer than a week. It's too expensive there. I get that. In-N-Out is good, but like, yeah, I don't know if anyone.
Oh fuck! I need to get plane tickets.
Yeah. Wait. Oh. Well, I don't know. How are you gonna? We'll talk more about it later. Just let me know, and if it's cheaper on my end to buy, I can just buy it for you, and if it's cheaper for your end, just let me know.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather stay in and make drinks than go to the bar, but bars are expensive.
Yeah, bars are super expensive, which is why I have a home bar. And then like my friends are like, let's go out, and I'm like, do you want to just drink at my place? And they're like, that's a better idea.
Yeah, but like, what's it called? Bars are made for like the people who you're not completely comfortable with inviting over. So I'm like, I kind of like the bar actually. Like, it is expensive, but I'm like.
After we finish this, I do gotta talk to you about something real quick.
Oh, okay. Wait, can I should finish the day. I should at least finish the day.
Yeah. Okay.
Oddly enough,
it's relevant to like what I called you about like in the morning of like that one time when you just woke up.
Okay.
Exilus Buka. There's no way those are real names. Have you ever met anyone named Exilus? Come on, they're plainly pseudonyms.
Are you guys named Exilus? That's a pretty cool name.
Oh, but like, also that reminds me, right? Like, so like in this game, right? You know, like the solution for the thought for like the communism thought, right?
Yeah.
The reason why like it's got like one of my favorite pieces of dialogue in the game is because it's like it's communism critique by like people who you know are very communism leaning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's you know, it's that thing where it's just like no communism that's been enacted is like the true is my special communism that is perfect and works for sure. You know, like there's no like no communism that has ever been put into practice has been the real communism, and that's why communism has never worked in practice, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's just like, I'm like, oh fuck, that shit hits so hard. And that's just like the stinging critique.
That's good that they're self-aware like that.
Under capitalism, the article says, every pursuit has its price. Every pleasure, even one as elemental as the joy of racing others around a track, is reduced to an advertising opportunity. Thus, the so-called tourney becomes a competition between increasingly meaningless brand signifiers. Your discount
That's
laundry
us.
detergent racing against a pack of Astra cigarettes, or even a frita.
That's
And
us.
that precisely is what's problematic about it. Were it not for the promise of random, spectacular violence, audiences would quickly lose interest.
That is so us. That's so
At the
American
end
coded.
of the day, it's the destruction of these 750,000 real racers that you're really watching for. Sure, you think that, but subconsciously, it's the visions of brand names being engulfed in flames that you crave. This flimsy magazine is right. Deep down, you know the only true stakes are life and glory, or death by fiery dismemberment. That's because you haven't been reading critically. But don't worry. The whole point of these sorts of articles is to let someone else read critically for you.
I can safely say the thought had never crossed my mind, Detective. I'm sure most things are, if the young men who wrote this article are to be believed. If I had to wager, I'd say they've never even seen the inside of a motor, much less a motor race. I take whatever they write with a large grain of salt.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? But it will not.
Oh, we can't get it to talk.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper.
Stop trying to talk to the racist mug.
I want to see what it's trying to say.
Ring ring. Hello, racist mug. I'm here to talk to you once again.
Wait, did I didn't talk to this guy. Okay. I need 2 more experience points.
Go to bed.
I need 2 more.
The question is, are you gonna get to a bed before you pass out?
Will I pass
It's
out?
not often that I see
don't know.
officers
I
from
don't
the
think I'm gonna
RCM
pass
in
out.
my pawn shop. What can I do for you? Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately, RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me entertained.
No fish.
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have. I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
He doesn't know anything. No one likes to see what you have to see every day. The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
What? Sold? This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off-the-charts photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Martinez.
Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we manage to clean this mess up somehow, while also keeping our focus on the murder investigation.
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everard wasn't lying, and the Union can track her down in time.
Maybe. Shady-looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it. They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Of course.
Oh, I forgot what I need.
Why does art inspire you so much? Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment.
You talked to Everett already? I saved him for so many days in my playthrough. Yeah, we already talked to him because we kind of punched Measurehead and we were kind of locked, so we had to talk to him.
In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined. Have you looked in the mirror lately? You have the exact features of a savage art critic, with that beard and those clothes, disheveled and prophetic. Perhaps you should try to critique architecture too. Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real, living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
He made me invest in more health and morale because his damn seat killed me. I only had one in each max. Oh!
Same.
Somehow I had two. I don't know how I got those.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals.
Yeah, I call that encounter a boss fight because you get like a check for both of your stats.
Press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Yes?
Are they still here? Okay. I guess I can sleep. I got my skill point. Wait, there's people in here. I wanted to talk to these people. What?
Yeah, it's karaoke. Do you want to sing your heart out?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
The winch. Outside. in the backyard. Remember? No? Your fingers do.
What? I'm judging this.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
I got a lot of the mystery solved by the time I talked to Everett, and I felt like he treated me more respect for being a good cop. This particular song is peak.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
Okay, we should ask him. Oh, I gotta go pee. BRB. Okay, I'm back.
Can I help you? Yes. Have you got it? Well? Great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Can Moon read your chat? He can. I don't know if he has. He should be at. He should have access to it.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was doing some database stuff.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
What?
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Another thing. Great. I love those. Oh yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Soviet paintings in this film.
He looks at the dust on.
Oh yes. No, awesome.
He's attempting.
Fine, okay. A little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
The worker is in a deep slump.
Can we say goodnight to him?
Yes?
We want to say goodnight to him. Hi, Gore. I feel so worried about being locked, about a locked door in a place at a business I run. I feel super sus. Do I just sleep?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out to the balcony.
Recap.
I like your fit. We look like a hobo.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He smokes.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I apologize, but I only brought one with me. I have exactly one cigarette every night while going over my notes. You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will, and unhealthy.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, beloved.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day. Well, you were so hungover that you couldn't keep it down when we approached the hanged man, so we didn't even inspect the body.
About to head off for the night. Had a quick check with the fiance. Surprised at a order of flowers and chocolate. Oh, you're so sweet.
And there's still much to do at the crime scene too. We didn't search it thoroughly enough. It's not my job to evaluate your methodology, officer. I'm just going through the facts. We conducted an interview with Everard Clare. He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief. That's normal. It's best not to give it too much thought. We interviewed Joyce Messier, the Wild Pines rep, and learned a lot. None of it very good news for us or Martinez, but above all though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice? It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills. Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He's so sweet.
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule. The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol. Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM. We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station call slip. It prevents confusion and overcrowding. You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up. As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power. You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness. Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best. We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them. The coalition government and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum. The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed. Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world. What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something kind and usual. Something almost self-explanatory.
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me. The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen. Do you?
I don't know what my opinion is. I got so much respect from Kin for doing a lot of progress in mystery. It made me feel good at this night. I feel like I didn't get any respect from him. He's just like, me? You did an okay job. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I kept barfing.
Maybe if you barf less and get more answers, he'll respect you more.
We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes. Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different inland, in Jamrock and the GRIH. It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our 2 precincts. We run this city. West of the river is RCM land. It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works, our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate. Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes. Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go. Yes?
He's disappointed in me. I don't like it when he's disappointed in me. So sad. So sad. Fuka, there is freezing rain on top of snow. Can't leave it. Stay comfy. See you in the morning. Good night. Ah!
Keep yourself safe.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's do encyclopedia.
It belongs in the new, the 3rd decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains. The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Bro, I got dressed for the day off at work because it's forking, snowing outside, and I got called by my boss. I got work to do inside, and I said, I'll come in. I get dressed into work clothes, and I head out. As I start my car, and I get a call. It's worse out here than you thought. You can stay home. Oh, well, at least you get to stay home. I get called again. If I get a call again, I say I'll fall down the stairs or something. Oh, Proton.
There is a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression, looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic. You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that. It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne-corked smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return. The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Okay, that ends
The
on
sheets
Jane.
feel at once coarse and clammy against your
now
skin.
that you
The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Oh, that's our day.
And then sleep.
And then sleep.
And then sleep doesn't come.
What? What? What do you mean?
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault. It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it? Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
Technically, it could be true that you fell because I fell for Fuka and how cute she is. Fluffy, aw, you're so sweet. No, I will not be your Valentine. I'm sorry. No, I am everyone's Valentine.
Can I get friendship chocolate?
Friendship chocolate? Bro, I'm not sending you friendship chocolate. No. You can cry.
We're friends.
Not even for 30 seconds. Wow, rude. I'm leaving. Go for it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not much of a Valentine's Day girly. It's not a thing. I used to send out cards, but I don't do cards anymore. It's just too much work.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
What the
Now
fuck?
that you're done with the first night, right?
I'm not done! I'm literally
Yeah,
not
like,
done!
now that you've paid for your room, it's a good time to tell you that you could have talked your way out of $100 that you had to get back to guard.
I could have?
Yeah, you could have lowered it to like only $30.
I think I didn't pass the skill check though.
Yeah.
Wait, that's us.
You can either charisma into that or just like threaten him.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't want to threaten him. I feel like I've caused
Do you
too much
remember the scent of your childhood? You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit.
Oh my god, his portrait is scary.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face? Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I think I left.
Oh no, Funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours? They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it.
Did we kill our friends?
You failed me.
Did we kill our friends?
You failed Elysium. Everything. The Pale and the Islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up. No, you haven't. You're just sleep talking. And the act is wearing thin, too. The spots on the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy. You're not coming back from shit, thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding? You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover. Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Oh my god. Okay, well let's save this. Can we quick save? Can we just save game? I can't save it? Or did it auto save already? I hope it saved the game. I don't want to have to replay this.
Good going, buddy.
I can't quick save. Okay, well, I'm assuming it saves.
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night. You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think. That's not really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline. Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired. Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Okay, let's click save. Yay! Alright. We're gonna end stream here. Thank you so much for coming. Who are we gonna raid? Should we raid someone who else also playing the store Elysium? Let me read. Can I get acquaintance chocolate? It's usually just mint because you're suddenly telling me I have breath. Bad breath. Oh, sorry. I'm like watching myself stream. I'm gonna check out some Disco Elysium streamers. There's like no one playing this game. Oh my gosh, there's no other VTubers playing this game. Do you guys want Disco Elysium or do you guys want me to raid, I don't know, someone different? There is... I don't know, who should we raid? Can raid...
Outer Wilds.
Outer Wilds?
Nikki.
Nikki... I've been lurking for a while because I don't want to spoil anything for how's the game I've been wanting to play. Please play it! Please play it! Please play it! It's really nice. I like the voice acting. It really gets me through the game quicker. I think if I had to read it myself, I would take forever, but like I like this game because it's just like a story like being told to you. Thank you for streaming. Some skill checks are automatic too, which sucks. Yeah, I didn't get the prompt for Guard's discount at R, or Guard's discount. Raid whoever you desire. Okay, I'm gonna just put this out there. Chocolate is expensive. Chocolate is so fucking expensive. I can't afford it. I was looking at some C's candy because I usually get my friends like some C's candy when I come over or whatever. It's so fucking expensive. I can't do that. Noted. It's definitely on my short list. I don't know how long it takes to play. I've seen the playtime to be 20 hours. I suggest it. I highly recommend. I think you're gonna have a fun time with it. And if you want to stream it, you know, everyone's like run is gonna be different. So it's gonna be a fun time. I believe in you. Okay, I don't know who I want to raid. There's just so many people. There's Oni-chan who's playing Elder Scroll. There's Jinko. They're doing some art. There's Gigi who's doing some Final Fantasy. I don't know. There's Lyra who's doing Marvel Rivals. I don't know. I want to leave my community in a very comfy. Oh, you think anyone's playing Soma?
Big Soma fan in the year of our Lord.
Is anyone playing Soma right now? That'd be wait. I think someone is playing Soma. Okay, there's just this Shroom Nautic.
Introducing new Oroxon Gel, the first FDA-cleared ED treatment available without a
Wait,
prescription.
but they're at the end. They're towards. Oh shit, bro, we fucked up. They're towards the end. Okay, so we want a kawaii VTuber. Okay, let's just look up VTuber and see who's on here. Normally, I would rate Bon Bon because she like streams around this time. Who is? You guys want ZZZ? Like we can do ZZZ. That's another thing. Infinity
Infinity.
Ooh, there's this big titty queen that's named Mika Vampire. Should we do the big titty queen? Okay. Big titty queen. Okay. Oh, she has 2 tails. Okay, let's do shark raid slash raid. Alright, good night everyone. Oyasame. It was nice talking to you. I hope we can finish this game in like 5 days. Alright, good night.
Grab onto the thing, woman.